We love Jeremiah. Every Christian loves quoting 29:11. It's my verse. It's my life verse, man. Jeremiah 29:11. When I have tough times, let me just read it for you. I have it here. When I'm going through some difficult circumstances and I don't know what to do and I'm not sure about this or that, if, being the pastor, you think I ought to find this a little faster. Okay, here we go. Church. All right, 29:11. I found it. Okay. You would think, things are going hard, you always quote 29:11. You read it to yourself and you say, oh, but I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for your welfare, not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. You'd be like, yes, that's what I need. That's what I'm talking about. Who loves that verse? Raise your hand. You love that verse. I'm like, man, God has plans for me. They're good. They're for my future, for my benefit, for my welfare. Christians know 29:11. Ask that same Christian who knows it's like Jeremiah 29:11, that's their life verse. Have them quote Jeremiah 29:4-7. Because there's context on those plans. God actually revealed the plan before he mentioned, I got plans for you. It's good. And again, I want you to see the context of this in the greater circumstances. The people of Israel, listen to me, the people of Israel are hearing these verses because they had turned from God so badly. God had given them and they had allowed wicked leaders to live and none of the people would call the wicked leaders back into place. They just went with what was popular. They went with the cultural flow. That's what they did. And they followed and spiraled out of control to an extent that God said, that's it. You guys haven't woken up enough. And then the Babylonians came in, conquered Israel, took the whole nation out and exiled them. And now they woke up. You'd figure after that, they woke up. And now they're like, what are we going to do? How can we get back? We are a conquered nation. We don't got an army to fight. We don't got anything. We are nothing. We are back to zero. They surround us. There's no way out. And here, where God would bring a message to his people, and the message was like, for many years, your plans didn't include me. Your plans didn't include me, God would say, pretty much. Your plans didn't include me, and you got here because of you. But guess what? I'm still willing to forgive you. I'm still willing to bring you back. Even though you didn't include me in my plans, I had plans that still include you. I haven't erased you yet. There's still hope. There's still there. And so he's encouraging them, giving them this message. And even though your present circumstances don't look great, even though it looks difficult, I got good plans for your future. I got some good things for you to look forward to. I got plans. But then, I'm going to tell you, this is why I told you, I'm not sure if you're going to like my plan. I don't know if you're going to like God's plan, what I'm going to tell you right now. Let me show you what it was. So how do we get back? How do we take our nation back? How do we restore our nation, restore our heritage, help end the conflicts? And how can we bring order to chaos as a church? Do you feel as a church, they surround us? Do you feel like as believers in Jesus Christ, we're anywhere near a majority? It doesn't feel like that, does it? We feel like they surround us. So what do you do when you find yourself in a hopeless situation, feeling like you're fighting uphill? Well, let's look at what God told Jeremiah to tell his people in exile. Jeremiah 4-7, before we hit 11. Watch this. Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. So he's imposing with these words, Lord and God. I'm the one who's calling the shots now. I'm the one who's your king. You're going to follow me. And this is what I decree. This is what I say. I fought to all of those in exile. Again, they're out. They're lost. Whom I have sent into exile. Look who's, hey, God said, look, I caused you to go here. I caused you to spiral out of control. I let you go that far to show you and to help you. Then he says this, for those of you that were in exile from Jerusalem to Babylon, here's the plan. Build houses and live in them. Plant gardens and eat their produce. Take wives and have sons and daughters. Take wives for your sons and give your daughters in marriage that they may bear sons and daughters. Multiply there and do not decrease, but seek the welfare of the city that you're living in, where I have sent you into exile, and pray to the Lord on its behalf, for in its welfare you will find your welfare. For I have plans for you, says the Lord, plans for your welfare and your benefit, for a hope and a future. What do those plans deal with? Okay, this. So God, you're telling me that there's no quick fix here. It's not like in 6 months we're going to rile up an army and we're going to take on the Babylonians. We're going to march back home. You mean that this is going to happen quickly? That this is going to take time? Generations? You mean I might not be alive to go back home? This is your plan? Really? You want me in where I'm a foreign, I am a slave to these oppressors. You want me to be good to my oppressors? You want me to establish my roots in this country? I don't want to. I don't want to do that. You want me to do these things? And a rough plan, isn't it? It's a long-term plan. Because what did he say? What did he start with? Pretty much saying, hey, start where? Whose house? Not the White House. Whose house? Start at your house. At your house. You want to start this over again? You want to get right? You want to help? You want to be a difference? You want to turn things around? You want to take your country back? You want to, okay, start at your house. You build up a family. Mom and dad, you take care of your kids and you show them right. You be a kingdom man and a kingdom woman in this house. You take over your house first. And then after that, you lead them and you show them how to do the same thing and to lead godly houses, godly households. Start over. You might be in a situation where, okay, well, you know, whether it be divorced or not, you start where you are. Start where you are and exert these influences. Continue to do that. If you have the ability to, to start a business, do that and run a business with godly principles. If you're employed, if you're working for somebody else, then you be the best employee that they got. You loving them and being the best representative of Jesus Christ that they've ever seen. That's who you're going to be. And these same people who are oppressing you and taxing you and overburdening you, okay, to a certain extent, you're going to be there to help them. You're going to pray for them, serve them. This is not us versus them. What is it? Us for them. You're not playing this game. You're going to do this. This is a long-term strategy. Long-term strategy to start over from the bottom, from the inside out, and the bottom up. This is why I don't know if some of you guys are going to like it, because you know what a lot of people want? A lot of people just want, hey, if we just fix the White House, then we're good. All it is just picking one person that makes a difference. No, the only one person that you can pick that can make the biggest difference is Jesus in your house. That's the biggest choice that you can make and ought to make.